Welcome back, everybody, to the Breachers VRML. I'm your host, Gibular Bob. We're back over here on the North American side of the league. Last time you saw me was an EU matchup between Nexus and .com, but this time we've got a matchup between Wicked and Olympus. Two very, very good teams in the Breachers VRML. Olympus is a newer team, but a lot of players there from Indomitable, which finished very, very high in the standings last season, Season 1. Now, we do have, I think we should have some map data to go off of here. Yeah, just a bit of stats from the first games these two teams played this week. Wicked actually went up against Eternity. Olympus went up against Fusion. Wicked did beat Eternity, but Olympus lost to Fusion. So you'll see Wicked's record is 0-1. That means they've tied. And then Olympus is 0-1. That means they've lost one game. Now, taking a look at the map data here, we do have Arctic Hideout Factory for Wicked, Olympus Skyscraper Ship Factory. Interestingly enough, the only common map that these two teams have between each other is Factory, and they have very similar statistics there. They didn't do too well on Factory. They had a much better round on their a much better percentage on their unique maps. Taking a look at Hideout for Wicked, their next best map, 50% of their rounds won. They won 6 of their rounds. On Ship, Olympus a little bit less than that. They played 12 rounds, 42% there. And then of course Arctic, the number 1 map for Wicked, 78% there. Skyscraper, Olympus's best map, 78% as well. Both of them played 9 rounds. So very, very similar statistics here. Olympus has actually played 1 more round than Wicked, looking at the the leaderboard there. But actually in the standings, Olympus number 13, Wicked number 14. Now, we are in the very early phases of the season 2. I mean, we're only in week 1, so you're going to see a lot of unique teams up at the top here right now. If we do take a look at our NA standings, you can see Version 2, actually number 1, Alpha X number 2, Fusion number 3, Eternity number 4, Animals number 5, Wendy Weedy Wiki number 6, PDX number 7, Nitrogen number 8, Blue X number 9, Infinity number 10. A lot of very notable teams here. You might miss Acer. They're not in there. They just tied with Aspect, which I think counts as like a half win. Not entirely sure about that. I'll have to do some digging later to figure out exactly how the points breakdown went there. But yeah, it was a very, very fun matchup last night. Aspect versus Acer. If you missed that one, ended with a triple sixes finish, as I like to call it, or a true tie, 18-18. Nobody won a single map, so it was a very, very entertaining matchup. Welcome to everybody in the chat. Bare Bones, Royal Chef, Princess Plunge, how you doing, buddy? Comms, how's it going? Jet, Aeronite, I was about to shout out Streamlabs as well. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, that matchup last night. Shout out to Plunge over on Acer, who's in the chat right now. But for Wicked and Olympus, we are currently waiting for one more on Olympus, and then we'll get ready to go here. Currently on Wicked, we've got Sleepy Kai, Fly, Wizard Gecko, and Mr. Cream join for a moment there. And then on Olympus, their clan tag is Gods. They have EDO, Dr. Turt, Frostbite, Valentine. We're waiting on one more from both sides, actually. Now, I'm not sure what the first match, or the first map of this matchup is going to be. I mean, we did, again, look at that score data. If I had a guess, and it depends, the home team gets to pick first, I believe. So, yeah, home team gets to pick first. Wicked are the home team, so they get to pick the map or the side, and then it'll go over to Olympus, who gets to pick map or the side, and then it'll go to the losing team if it goes to a third map. And we'll see if it does. Minnow the 23rd logs in for Wicked, representing there. And yeah, just waiting on one more from Olympus at the moment. Should be a very entertaining matchup. I mean, again, both of these teams, I mean, right now they've got very, very similar statistics. They're both doing very, very well. And, I mean, Olympus did lose the first game, but that was to Fusion. Fusion is another new team, but very, very solid team. You've got people from Restart on there, people from Formula 3. This is a tough matchup, and we'll see how they do up against Wicked. You know, you got to kind of take these things match by match because really anything can happen. And certain teams play better against other teams, and, you know, vice versa. Same thing goes for map, for sides. It all depends on how your team plays. It's very subjective, a lot of, you know, the dynamic in Breachers VR. Okay. Yeah, just waiting for one more still from Olympus. Hopefully they can get a connect here. Would be very, very sad if map 1 was played 4 versus 5. And of course, shout out to these teams. I mean, what they are playing for, of course, right now is that trip to VRML Con 24 happening the 20th and 21st of July. It'll be a big live event there. The top 2 teams of NA will be flown out to compete live on stage. It'll be very, very fun. Very entertaining. You'll see your favorite casters there, favorite players. You might meet some people on your team. So check that out, VRML Con 24. And right now it looks like we do have everybody in the lobby. Streamlabs #1 viewer, yeah. Just giving the teams the go-ahead to start up map 1. We did actually have a 5th connect for Olympus. A lot connects representing the team there. Teams are currently voting on a map, so we'll get to see what they decide to pick. There we go. Yeah. Wicked again. Sleepy Penguin, Wizard Gecko, Mr. Cream, Minnow the 23rd, and Kai. And Olympus, EDO, Dr. Turt, Frostbite, Valentine, and a lot. 5 seconds left until we see what the first map is. Let's take a look at it. What is it going to be? It's going to be Factory. Very, very interesting. Again, this was the worst map by both teams. They had very, very similar data. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I don't know about anybody else in the chat, but I am very, very excited. Wicked got it, surely. It was very heavily voted that Wicked would win. It was 46-6, but the connoisseurs are wrong sometimes. You know, it was heavily skewed that Acer would win last night's matchup. It was like 70-10 or 15, something like that. And it ended up being a tie. So it is proof. I mean, the connoisseurs are just, you know, who thinks is more likely to win. But that doesn't necessarily dictate how the match is going to go. Now, we do have data to go off of from last season. Wicked made it very, very far in the Breachers VRML Season 1 finals. They didn't quite make it to the finals. They fell out just a little bit before. But, yeah, I mean, they're a very, very good team. They do have their Master Star right now. But we'll see. Anything can happen. Can Olympus shake things up with a win over Wicked? We shall find out. It looks like they are going to get ready to go. And we are going to take it to our first map, which is going to be Factory. We're here on map 1, which is Factory. Olympus starting off on the offense. Wicked taking the defense. I'm fine with the outcome as long as I remain #1 match predictor. We'll see. We'll see. I always love when the connoisseurs are wrong. Yeah, but we do have Wicked starting off with 4 Spectrals and a Jesper. 5 Spectrals across the board from Olympus. Sights are on second floor. This is traditionally a tougher site to attack if you are on the offense, but anything can really happen. That's the motto I like to preach here for the Breachers VRML, because I've seen a lot of crazy things happen in my time as a caster here. Frostbite heading down to Generator along with Dr. Turk. They're making entry, getting things started, but we do see Sleepy Penguin and Wizard Gecko already upstairs in lockers. And it's a skirmish here as Dr. Turk finds not 1 but 2, but Sleepy Penguin refrags with a frag grenade as Olympus starting off this push here, pushing over into orange vendings. They're on the move. The hatch has been foamed right now. Kai downstairs in site A. It's already a 3 versus 4 as Wicked down a player. Frag right into the sink. Very, very nice throw there. But 2 minutes 10 left on the clock. Plenty of time for Olympus to play this. Now we do see EDO downstairs may try to flank Mr. Cream, currently holding the server room. Valentine right on the other side walks right into the trip mine from Kai, and the EMP is down. Kai going for some shots. Good placement there. Finds a bit of damage onto EDO as Olympus trying to recover from that devastating pick with a trip mine, and there goes the breach wall as Kai still in the back by that bomb. Minute of the 23rd also in the back. A minute and a half left on the clock. EDO, Frostbite, and a lot have their work cut out for them. They're going to have to make a move here pretty soon, but Kai and Minnow the 23rd are doing an excellent job of holding. Frostbite dropping the hatch will go down to Kai. Is a beautiful crossfire set up there by Minnow and Kai. Minnow finding EDO, and it's now just down to a lot. S-tier frag thrown by Mr. Cream as round 1 will go to Wicked. Now, it was a great round from both teams, but I think Wicked did a very nice site defense there, especially after losing 2 players very early into the match. It was looking very good for Olympus, but I think that trip mine from Kai was very well placed. It found that pick and pushed that momentum into Wicked's favor, because Olympus didn't really have the players that they kind of needed to push that site. We'll see what happens here on map 2. Give Bob the best caster. Thank you, Axolotl. How's your day, Gib? It's good, Sauce. Thank you for asking. I've been waiting to cast. I've been wanting to get back into the swing of things. Was able to get an EU match a couple days ago, but it's fun. You know, it's nice to be back over here in NA. We see a hatch drop into storage as EDO on the move over by Blue Hallway, also known as Tetra. Sleepy Penguin tossing out a frag, finds a lot. S-tier frag from Sleepy Penguin as EDO looks to rotate back out. Valentine stuck in storage at the moment. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left on the clock. And Dr. Turk, Frostbite just holding outside of Blue Vendings. Kai and Minnow are in the back there. Kai does have a Vezin. That round 2 Vezin is going to make things pretty difficult for Olympus right now. They are on an eco round. They don't have rifles in their possession. EDO, however, does find Mr. Cream. trying to even the odds here for Olympus. Wizard Gecko pushing out into lockers right now. May find a kill onto EDO or Valentine. Valentine just goes a little bit too far and walks right into the Vezin of Wizard Gecko. EDO looking to make a move and finds Wizard Gecko. Almost finds Sleepy Penguin, but won't quite secure that kill. There goes an incendiary grenade as it's now down to 1:50 left on the clock. Dr. Turt recovering that EMP as we see the breaching foam on that storage wall right now. There's now 1:40 left on the clock. It's a 2 versus 3. Both Vezins have been recovered by Wicked. That's going to put a lot of momentum in favor of this Wicked defense. Now 1.5 on the clock as Frostbite hanging around by Blue Vendings looking for a pick. Minnow the 23rd is currently hanging out in the cubby, not making a move because they know they don't really have a reason to push right now. Here comes 1:15 left on the clock. Frostbite looks to find that static field emitter, but will go down to Minnow the 23rd as Dr. Turt finds Minnow the 23rd, and Kai secures that kill on Dr. Turt, giving Wicked their second round. Wow, very, very nice round there from both teams. Give you the scoreboard there for a little bit. Wicked put up a very good defense, but I think Olympus, what I did like to see there is they took out quite a few players on that Wicked defense. They found a couple of nice picks, especially because they were on an eco round. I think that was good progress for them to make. But ultimately, it came down to Kai there to clutch it up at the end, and Kai was able to do that. 79% of 28 matches so far, trying to go for a top spot again, was number 2 in preseason, then just didn't vote much last season. Basically, just on my own friends and matches. Yeah, I mean, we do have that connoisseur system on the website, as JSH is talking about in the chat, where you can go and vote for these matches. Trying to preserve that connoisseur score. I always like I like to see when the connoisseurs are wrong. I don't know. I just find it very, very funny, but it's like a evil side of Gibular Bob here. We see Valentine and a lot up on the roof right now, possibly going for a skylight play into assembly. Minnow the 23rd making their way over. May have heard that. Yeah, I don't think Minnow would have heard the breach there. Is on the move, though, as Valentine up by the roof a lot, looking to make entry into assembly, as well as Frostbite and Dr. Turt. Looks like they're going to go for Site B, which is a pretty difficult site to attack here. At least in my opinion. You see a lot more success when the push is on Site A. EDO takes out that door blocker from Wicked, as they're now wise to the push of Olympus. Sleepy Penguin currently sitting over in, or just outside of control room by bathroom hallway, as there's 1:50 left on the clock. Dr. Turt out in assembly, rounding the corner. Oh, not rounding the corner. It looks like they're going to push on control room, which could go well, but I think this is going to be tough for Olympus. This is just tougher to execute. 1.5 left on the clock. They're going to have to pick up the pace here. Make sure they have enough time to plant that EMP. There goes the wall. Sleepy Penguin still over in the bathroom hallway right now. EDO sitting in assembly. 1:15 left on the clock. Here comes Frostbite and Dr. Turt over in Museum. Do they have breaching foam? Dr. Turt has breaching foam. Sleepy Penguin picking up a lot of damage over there in the bathroom hallway. Looking for a pick onto Dr. Turt. Now 1 minute left on the clock as Olympus are not giving themselves a lot of time to execute a push here. Wizard Gecko's looking for a pick as EDO making their way into control room right now. Wizard Gecko able to find Valentine. EDO pushing up onto that assembly computer. Here comes Minnow the 23rd, who swings EDO at a very bad time to look away. It's now a 3 versus 5. Half a minute left on the clock right now. Dr. Turt is very, very low on health. Kai picking off Frostbite. Now half a minute. 2 Vezins against 5. This would not be an ideal round for Olympus to lose. Dr. Turt swinging out, finds Sleepy Penguin as Wizard Gecko picks up Dr. Turt. A lot finds another kill, looks to push in, but will be shut down by Kai as Wicked claim their 3rd round in a hat trick over Olympus. Where's Brabadabado? Brab's not currently playing this match, leaving it up to the rest of the team. Okay, not the most ideal start here for Olympus. Again, I always think those pushes onto Site B are a lot harder to execute. And here's the thing. When you are going to push like that, you need to make sure you're leaving yourself enough time. I think, these top tier teams are much better about managing their time. You don't want to push with 30 seconds left on the clock and it's a 5 versus 5. That's just not setting yourself up for success. You have a lot of work to accomplish before, you can even plant the EMP. Very rarely does that work out, which is why I wouldn't recommend doing that. But currently, we are starting off on the next round here. EDO opening up orange storage is a lot. Is up by printers right now. We see Valentine Dr. Turt over by the front door onto factory. Interesting. Olympus is trying some unconventional pushes here. You don't often see, this is pretty fragmented. We see 2 players upstairs, 2 downstairs, Frostbite all the way over by the blue hallway. Sleepy Penguin running out, looks for 1. Minnow swings out and finds 2. What an incredible swing by Minnow and Sleepy as it's now just down. Wizard Gecko found another kill as well as it's now just down to Frostbite. Devastating for this Olympus offense. But Frostbite will find the kill onto Wizard Gecko, tossing a frag. S-tier frag might find Minnow the 23rd. It will find Minnow the 23rd. And here comes the defense from Frostbite. Over on the stairs, Sleepy Penguin pushing out a little bit. But this might be a tough spot to challenge Sleepy Penguin. Jiggle peeking. Frostbite here. Just trying to bait out some shots, but will be shut down by Frostbite. It's now just a 1 versus 2. And Wicked, who had a great start to this round, a 1 versus 4, are in trouble right now. It's a 1v2 as Frostbite, looking for some damage onto Mr. Cream, will find it. You hear a frag prepped. Incendiary's toss. Frostbite has a lot of time here, but swinging. Kai swings out and finds a kill onto Frostbite. Heartbreaking for Olympus as Frostbite found 3 kills before going down. That was a very, very nice round by both teams. I have to say it was a good round by both teams. And I don't think I can pull up the replay because I took another one. But is this gonna be? Let's see. Yeah, this is Frostbite. Swinging Kai. But definitely one to save is that swing from Minnow and Sleepy, just tearing apart that that Olympus offense. Sorry. Here we go. Olympus able to keep up some Vezins for 3 rounds in a row. Excuse me, not for 3 rounds in a row. They're able to keep up their Vezin economy. Now, Dr. Turt is playing Viper this round. Wicked did lose a player. Uh-oh. They lost Sleepy Penguin. Hopefully they can get a reconnect before that bot dies, but it is a defensive bot, so they're less likely to push out and play really aggressive. Dr. Turt over there finding a kill onto Wizard Gecko. Here comes Frostbite swinging into lockers right now, finding some damage onto Mr. Cream, who takes out Dr. Turt, I think, through a wall. It was a very, very nice kill. Moving over to the rest of the offense here. Valentine over into storage. Kai holding down Site B right now as we see 2 minutes 25 on the clock. Mr. Cream has that frag grenade prepped. Getting ready. Sleepy reconnects for Wicked. And here comes Mr. Cream with a frag. But doesn't fall for it right now. 2 minutes 10 on the clock right now. Valentine looking to move up to the door. Still plenty of time for this Olympus offense to make a move and get that EMP planted. It is a 4 versus 4, so it's still pretty even between both sides. Olympus just topping up on that health right now. 1:50 left on the clock. Mr. Cream just hiding behind that partition. There goes the wall, and here comes the push by Frostbite. Mr. Cream still sitting in the back there. Kai looking for some damage and will find it onto Frostbite, who's just hanging around by the door. Does pick up the kill on Kai as EDO finds Sleepy, and it's now a 2 versus 4. It's down to Sleepy, Mr. Cream and Minnow, who finds EDO. Minnow dropping a second kill. Mr. Cream playing center right now is a lot, tossing a frag in. F-tier frag. It doesn't make it. Mr. Cream does pick up Valentine, and here comes a frag. S-tier frag from a lot almost finds Mr. Cream, and we have 1:10 left on the clock as Minnow, the 23rd, will find a lot and give Wicked a 5-0 game in map 1 here. They just played that very, very well. Whew. Did you watch the Acer match? I saw bits and pieces of it, Gizmo. I wasn't able to watch the whole thing. I had some things to do, but it was very, very entertaining. And I was there at the end, and I was in a Discord VC. I was telling everybody what just happened. I've always wanted to see a triple sixes finish where the teams tie, but I never got to see one. So I guess I'm just going to have to cast with Nightfire because he's the only one who's seen both of them. There was one all the way back in the preseason. I'm touching on that in the article that I'm writing, which will be released sometime maybe Monday of next week, Monday or Tuesday. Depends on when I finish it. But yeah, that was some extra research that I was doing. And it was a very, very fun matchup. Frostbite walking in, already going down to Sleepy Penguin. Not good for Olympus. Actually, this time, they didn't quite have the same response compared to the first time. EDO heading in to Ballistics already. Does find Wizard Gecko, but Sleepy tucking as EDO walks into a trip mine. Sleepy might find another one. Sleepy does find another one. A great, great defense of Generator. And Olympus just committed to that way too much. Minnow the 23rd will find a lot. Gets refragged by Valentine. Remember, this is the halftime round. It's all coming down to this for Olympus. This is the only thing preventing them from going into the second half with a first half lockout by Wicked. Kai is currently at the other end of the bathroom hallway. 2 minutes left on the clock as Valentine just kind of stuck there right now. May want to pick up that Cadillo. No, sticking with the Viper. Swinging out, finds the kill onto Kai. Very nice kill from Valentine, who's just stuck with a Jesper right there as Mr. Cream finds the kill on Valentine to give Wicked a first half lockout 6-0. All they need right now is this pistol round, and they will have map 1 in the bag here. They played incredibly well against Olympus there, and I think on that round, it was a good attempt by Olympus. I think they were going to set up for that B push again, or excuse me, the A push, like they did very first round here. But maybe potentially they forgot about the two Wicked players that were sitting up there. It's an aggressive strategy from Wicked, not one that I've seen from too many other teams where they have two players sitting up in that room. I mean, you have to be very, very confident that your opponent is even going to go Generator because it doesn't happen that often. And it paid off a lot for Wicked. They were able to just decimate that Olympus offense before they could even make it over to the site. They had two players kind of stranded in bathroom. It didn't leave them with much of an opportunity, but we'll see. Maybe Olympus can bring things back on the defense. Foam on the storage hatch right now as Kai, Sleepy, Minnow the 23rd all sitting up there. Does Mr. Cream have the breaching foam? No, Mr. Cream doesn't have the breaching foam. I don't know why I'm doing that. I could just look at the bottom right and see what kind of gadgets they have, but I had to go over and look at the character model. Here comes the drone moving in. It looks like Wicked making entry over into Orange Vendings right now. 2 minutes 20 on the clock as Wizard Gecko getting drone into lockers right now. Wizard Gecko and Sleepy Penguin. Here comes the drop from the storage hatch. Kai and Minnow the 23rd all making entry. There's Breaching Foam on the Site B wall. Interesting push from Wicked. It looks like it's a red herring as Sleepy Penguin, Wizard Gecko. It looks like they might just full send it into Cubby. And if it does happen, this would be very interesting, but look at this. EDO actually in lockers right now may devastate this Wicked offense if they're not careful. Minnow the 23rd walking in will go down to EDO as they now realize that somebody's in there. Sleepy Penguin quick to secure the refrag. Dr. Turt looking for a kill. Looking to swing out, does find the kill onto Mr. Cream. Looking for a second, but Kai will refrag Dr. Turt. And it's now a 3 versus 3. Wicked are kind of caught in the open here. Two of their players very, very low. Wizard Gecko also tagged a little bit. 1:20 left on the clock. And things are looking very good for Olympus. Here comes the breach. There's one wall. Here comes the second. Kai moving in, looking to get that EMP planted. It's Wizard Gecko heading way into the back, finding the kill on Frostbite. Looking to quickly find a second into Connector as a lot makes for a third player in there. Could Wizard Gecko find a triple kill? Will a lot swing Wizard Gecko? It's all coming down to this for Olympus. This is the last thing holding them in map 1 right now. A lot swinging on Wizard Gecko. Good counterplay. Finds the kill onto Wizard Gecko. But here is the tough part. Now that the EMP has been planted, Sleepy Penguin and Kai can both sit on that roof hatch and just watch the EMP. Remember, there's only 45 seconds now for that EMP to defuse after a recent patch. So a lot has a lot less time to think about this. As we see Sleepy Penguin, the moment Allah tries this, it's going to have to be a stick now, but no, not enough time, as map 1 will go to Wicked. What a great start for map 1. They're heading over to Wicked. See a lot shaking their head right now. I mean, it was a good try from Olympus, but they didn't quite have it here on this first map, which was Factory. This was the weakest map for both teams, so it's not a good start to the set for Olympus. We see Dr. Turt 6-7, EDO 5-7, Frostbite 4-7, a lot 2-6, Valentine 2-7. Meanwhile, over on Wicked, Kai 8-2, Sleepy 8-4, Wizard Gecko 7-6, Minnow the 23rd 7-5, Mr. Cream 4-2. Nobody on Wicked went negative that game. Very, very impressive. But I mean, we saw some potential there from Olympus. Most notably, I like that first round push. I mean, the start to that was great. It looked like they might have had Wicked in that round, but I mean, Wicked are a master ranked team for a reason. They made it really far in season 1 finals for a reason. They're very, very good at breachers. They know how to play, how to retake sites. They know how to put on offense and defense on all of these maps. And I think that's really, I mean, that's showing why they are such a great team. Olympus put in some good performance here, but you need to bring your A game if you go against any of these master teams. You know, especially a team like Wicked. And Olympus, I think they, again, showed potential. They're going to need to bring it back here on map 2, which is going to be Skyscraper, by the way. Now, this was the best map for Olympus, I believe. Let's take a look at that. Yes, it was. Skyscraper, they played 9 rounds. They won 78% of those rounds. So they had a good performance here. They put in a good effort against Fusion. Now, they are going to be starting off on the defense this time, or excuse me, on the offense over on Olympus. So this, it concerns me a little bit. let's see. Let's swap these over. There we go. Perfect. It concerns me just a little bit. We'll just put that back and then swap them over when the game goes, because that's confusing. The scoreboard there. It looks like we might be swapping servers real quick. Yes, we are going to go to a East server. So let me quickly hop over to a different server. Let's see here. Just waiting for that to go up at the moment. There it is. Perfect. All right. And of course, big shout out to all of our chatters. Gizmo, how's it going? Slash, Felix, Old Gravy. Shout out to Old Gravy, one of our creators, for the VRML content creation team, and our carry in the casters versus mods match, which you can find on this channel. Also, the resident VRML meme maker in the chat. So shout out to Old Gravy there. Very, very entertaining first match between these two teams. Of course, again, Olympus starting off on the offense, Wicked on the defense. Now, Skyscraper is often thought to be a defense-sided map. Recently, I've seen some teams play a great offense and found some pace there. That actually happened in the Nexus versus .com match that just happened on Thursday of this week. So I think there's definitely potential for Olympus to find some momentum here. Again, this was their best map against Fusion. So we'll see if they can put in a good performance here against Wicked. They've got to do it this time, though, because if they lose this second map, they're going to lose the whole thing. And nobody wants to lose. Nobody wants to lose here. The objective is not to lose. So yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, Olympus can put in some good performance here and find some footing against Wicked. But yeah, we'll see. Let me give them the go ahead. There we go. All right. And we are going to go ahead and bring things over to map 2, which is going to be Skyscraper. Here we are in map 2. Starting things off on Skyscraper. Let's make sure the teams are right. Wicked on the defense. Olympus taking the offense here. Taking a look at the starting eco from both teams. Spectrals across the board with only one frag purchased by each team. Olympus is not by... Okay, there it is. There's the breaching foam. I always get... I always get concerned when there isn't any breaching foam. So good to see that Olympus did buy that. Hotline, good to see you. I think I shouted out Jack Breacher, but if I missed you, shout out to Jack Breacher. Everybody in the chat. Great to see us. 33 people watching. How's it going, everybody? As we see EDO swinging in, finding immediately Wizard Gecko. Frag tossed by Olympus. Doesn't find anybody. That's also not going to find anybody. As we see Minna the 23rd getting ready to swing. It's a two-prong. Minna the 23rd finding the kill on Valentine. Sleepy swinging EDO as Mr. Cream takes out a lot. Frostbite finds Sleepy Dr. Turd upstairs. Mr. Cream finding the kill on Frostbite as it's now just down to Dr. Turd. Last member of Olympus standing here in round 1. That didn't go too well for Olympus at all. It was an early I mean, that is a fast push into upper lounge. But we saw a great response from Wicked. Of course, they picked up both sides. EDO, I think if EDO had somebody else swing in with them, they might have been able to find another kill. Here comes Dr. Turd dropping, able to recover that frag grenade. Minute 50 on the clock. Dr. Turd is in a 1v3 scenario, which is winnable. Mr. Cream is on 15 health. Remember that, I think if Dr. Turd even hits Mr. Cream once, it would result in their death. Now a minute and a half on the clock. You hear the trip mines on the other side of the wall. Oh no, Dr. Turd! Dr. Turd! Okay, I was very, very scared for Dr. Turd there, who found just 2 damage onto Kai. But that's actually very helpful because now Dr. Turd knows that somebody is over there, and is going to have to be cautious of that when pushing. Looking for the kill on Mr. Cream, and Dr. Turd will find it. A minute left on the clock as Dr. Turd swings into the room, but Kai finds that kill. And if Kai didn't find it, minute of the 23rd would have found it. Anyway. Good positioning from Wicked as they start things off with a win here on Skyscraper. Olympus responding with an eco round. Not much you can do in this case. They're going to have to probably drop a second round here before they have the opportunity to buy Vezins. I'm going to give you the scoreboard here. Gizmo, you were in both Hexa and Grim Reapers? Or am I reading that wrong? If so, that is very, very funny. You've been at kind of the center of the 666s. I got to make sure I cast a match with you in it. I want to see it. I want to see it live. I guess I did see it live, but I want to be casting it. Dr. Turd out by lobby at the moment as we see Mr. Cream upstairs in the storage hallway. Frostbite sitting in green room. I thought it was second nature to buy breaching foam. Aeronite, I wish, but I have seen some teams not buy it before. And it makes me very, very sad. Either they forget it or they think they don't need it. If you're playing offense, you need breaching foam. That's just how you play breachers. EDO finding the kill on minute of the 23rd as Dr. Turd making their way over into lobby lounge. We might see an engagement downstairs between Sleepy and Dr. Turd throwing a frag. A-tier frag, finding a bit of damage onto Kai, but Dr. Turd will pick up the rest of that with the Spectral. Sleepy Penguin looking to find a lot as Dr. Turd tossing another frag in. Another pretty decent frag. Good run by with the frag grenade. Here's Mr. Cream, though, all the way out in lobby. It's looking, oh, here comes Mr. Cream dropping down into lobby, heading into lobby lounge, looking for a lot, but misses a lot of shots. Frostbite finding the kill onto Mr. Cream. Didn't quite work out for Wicked. Here's Sleepy in the back, finds a kill onto EDO, picks a second up on Valentine, looks for a third and finds it onto a lot. A good triple kill by Sleepy Penguin as it's now just down to Dr. Turd once again over in management. Does not have possession of the EMP, and it's a very tough battle here. Dr. Turd has to kill 2 Vezin players, and they both have heals. Now just a minute left on the clock. Oh, poor Dr. Turd is shaking there. Looking for Wizard Gecko. He's just behind that partition. There's 50 seconds left on the clock. Sleepy moving in. Dr. Turd finds one. Looking for a second. And it's now just coming down to this 1v1 against Wizard Gecko. Dr. Turd finding some damage here. Wizard Gecko, ooh, looking for Dr. Turd, who just makes it out of the room. But Dr. Turd is to recover the visit. But no! Wizard Gecko finds the kill onto Dr. Turd in a very nice clutch from Gecko right there. It was looking very, very dangerous for Wicked there. They lost a Vezin to Dr. Turt, who, you know, I mean, if that went different, we could have seen a very nice momentum shift for Olympus, one that they would have needed, but it didn't happen, unfortunately. However, they do have a lot of money to play around with this time. They've been killing a lot of Wicked players, so Wicked don't have that much of an eco advantage right now. They are able to buy some Vez and some util as well, but you can see nobody has a crazy amount of money here right now. We do have some Vezins from both sides. Dr. Turt not running a Vezin right now. Okay, there it is. I was concerned for a moment. But it's going to be a four Vezins versus 5 Vezins. Definitely possible for Wicked to win this, but for Olympus to win this. Wicked has already been winning. 3 minutes. Here we go into round 3. Valentine making their way over into the broadcast hallway as Frostbite starting things off with an early pick onto Wizard Gecko. EDO outside a red room at the moment. Frostbite, if they drop, are going to drop right into a static field emitter. EDO walking into a trip mine, picking up a lot of damage. No healing syringes on Olympus, which could be bad. I think if you're going to do a Vezin push, you may want to have a support item there. Frostbite looking to move through server in the doorway there. 2 minutes 15 left on the clock. Kai tucking behind that box, just waiting for any kind of breach. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. We might see Frostbite walk right into Kai. We will see Frostbite walk right into Kai. As here comes the rest of the push. Minute the 23rd dropping 2. Sleepy taking out Valentine as Mr. Cream finds a lot. And it's now just down to EDO, just like that. And EDO, the last member of Olympus standing. Don't do it, EDO. Salvage the Vezin. Salvage the Vezin. It is a 1v2. Possible, but I'm a caster. I'm stingy, so, you know, I'm more inclined to say just salvage the Vezin, but it's all about what you think you can do, and EDO is in trouble here. Now just down to 1 health. I didn't think EDO could take another shot. Smoke has been popped as EDO just trying to crouch out of the room. Mr. Cream leaning around the corner. EDO clutches it up. No way. Finds the first round for Olympus. Going for that EMP plan. Can EDO get it down? EDO can get it down. Earns a couple extra points. What a very, very nice clutch there for Olympus from EDO. Very, very well played. Wow, finding the 2 at the end there just like that. Let's take a look at that replay once again. Here comes EDO. Look at this on 1 health. Can't get hit once. Picks up the kill on Mr. Cream first and then finds the second there. Absolutely beautiful. Hopefully that was on Mr. Cream. I couldn't quite read that with how big the replay is. But anyways, let me give everyone a scoreboard here so you can keep updated with the scores. Yes, I was on Hexa preseason when we played them. I'd love for you to cast one. I'm gonna have to get an aspect match now. But you gotta promise me it's gonna end in a 666, Gizmo. Dr. Turt starting things off with a pick onto Wizard Gecko. Look at this. Minute of the 23rd is in lobby. Wicked is double. Oh, Wicked is on an eco round. You can see the usefulness of Olympus doing killing a lot of their players. Kai might get swung, will get swung by EDO, but finds that kill instead. Dr. Turt in the window. Olympus, oh my goodness, it would be very devastating if they lose this round, but it's not happening right now. It's now just down to Sleepy, who's all the way up in green room. Are the sights up there? No, they're downstairs. Oh, Wicked. They are on an eco round. This will be interesting, though. Can Sleepy Penguin clutch this up with the Vezin? Currently outside, trying a very risky peek. They may know where Sleepy is. It's a 3v1. Possible for Sleepy to win this, but they're going to have to play very, very carefully. Ooh, those are some creative trip mines. Sleepy's not checking the right. Sleepy did not check the right. And Dr. Turd found that kill. There you have it. Olympus bringing it back like disco, as I like to say. Very, very nice play there from Olympus. And here comes the Vezins from both sides, I should say. Mr. Cream picking up the Taurus and some util. We're going to have to be careful. You can't take it too lightly yet. They did win the first map 7-0, but losing 2 rounds on defense on Skyscraper might not be the best if they want to have a good second half of the map. Best thing Wicked can do right now, best thing either team can do right now, is head into the second half with a 4-2 game. But we shall see what happens. Olympus in a good position here. I mean, they've got the Vezins. They've got util that they need. They've got everything they need to make a really, really good push here. This is the break that they've needed. It's time for them to use it. And if the last round's anything to go off of, they are starting to find their groove against Wicked. We'll see if they can keep that momentum up. 2 minutes, 50 seconds left on the clock as EDO hanging out right outside of the podcast room, Alot and Valentine, by the upper lounge. They're making entry all the way over on this side of the map, way far away from the other side, or from the other site. From the site, sorry. Mr. Cream over in green room is 2.5 minutes on the clock. Alot moving out over and just checking the storage hallway, but Mr. Cream will do a lot of damage if Olympus is not careful. There's the breaching foam on the mixing ball. It's going to be a push through mixing as Frostbite finds a kill on one, takes out Kai as well, drops a second. EDO finds Sleepy, and it's now just down to Mr. Cream and Wizard Gecko. Mr. Cream on the flank, just a little bit too slow. Valentine now watching the flank, and it's a 5 versus 2. Wizard Gecko and Mr. Cream have a lot of work to do if they want to get this round on Olympus. Wizard Gecko looking for some shots as EDO takes out Mr. Cream. If you're Wizard Gecko here, do you go for the save? That's what I would be wondering right now. I know it'll end 14-0, but it's still going to be a good game. Yeah, but it's not the 666s, Gizmo. Anyways, the EMP is going to defuse on Wicked as Olympus, for the first time tonight, take the lead against Wicked. Map 2, things are starting to look up for them. There's now just 1 round left in the first half. Scoreboard, I will put that up for you. Can't be 14-0. It can be 14-2. No, Paladin Gizmo was talking about the theoretical game that I would cast for Aspect. Not this one. There you go. Gizmo's 1 step ahead of me. There we go. All right, what is Wicked gonna do? It's gonna be tough for Wicked. They are able to pick up 4 Vezins, but they're hurting for cash right now. They're in danger of potentially losing map 2 here if they can't bring it back. The best thing they can do on Wicked right now is bring it into the second half 3-3. Just keep it tied, and that one, when they go on offense, they won't have quite as much work to do. Best thing Olympus can do is bring it 4-2. Which one is going to be the outcome? We'll see, as Sites, Green Room, and Storage right now, Wizard Gecko and Minnow the 23rd, playing in Upper Lounge. We're seeing Olympus play thoroughly but quickly. which I think is serving as good counterplay against this Wicked defense. Frostbite picking up some damage as Mr. Cream almost getting taken out by EDO. Will just barely make it back into the green room, however. Frostbite looking for some shots onto Kai, who is behind that box in the storage hallway. Will Frostbite pick up the kill onto Kai here? That cloaking device may help by just slowing down Kai's reaction speed a little bit. 2 minutes on the clock. Frostbite is tossed. The breaching foam. Dr. Turret looking to swing as Kai picks up 1 kill. Will be refragged by Valentine. Wizard Gecko taking out Dr. Turret. Minnow the 23rd currently playing center of green room. 1:40 on the clock right now. There's the smoke. It looks like we might see a breach from Olympus, or they're waiting for that smoke to dissipate first. No, they're going in. They're pushing in. EDO is already in, playing center right now. EDO takes out 1, finds 2, but Wizard Gecko takes out Valentine before going down. It's now just down to Sleepy Penguin to clutch us up as EDO finds a kill on Sleepy Penguin. And look at this. It's a 4-2 game heading into the second half. Olympus are doing a great job of bringing this back. And it's now, the pressure's now on for Wicked in this second half. Little scoreboard there. Perfect. All right, let's take a look at this starting eco for the second half. This is going to be a very important round, by the way. Wicked, I would say, are going to need to win this one. If they lose this, it'll be very dangerous for them. I mean, Olympus have given themselves a lot of breathing room in this second half. Defenses, as we've discussed here at the Breaches VRML, harder to attack here on Skyscraper. It's more of a defender-sided map, but let's see what happens. Wizard Gecko Sleepy outside a red room as the rest of Wicked are in the vent. Interesting. Keep it up in the ceiling here. Here comes a drone moving into green room. Excuse me, not green room, server room. Just droning in the rest of Wicked as it looks like they're going to push into broadcast room. Dr. Turt with an S-tier frag taking out Kai. Very, very nice kill. Here comes the breaching foam on the broadcast wall. Frag toss way into the back as, another frag toss. Sleepy's able to recover it. Here comes the EMP plant. Wicked are on the move. Mr. Cream taking out Dr. Turtis. Wizard Gecko looking for some shots there on a Frostbite who takes out Minute the 23rd. EMP is getting planted right now by Sleepy, but Wicked are taking heavy losses. Wizard Gecko finds the kill on a lot as Frostbite drops not 1, but 2. Looking for a 3rd, but Sleepy finds that kill. Oh, EDO taking out Sleepy as round 7 already ends with Wicked losing very early into the round. They got the EMP planted, but this is dangerous. This is potentially a Wicked loss here on map 2. Olympus are bringing this back very, very well. It looked good for Wicked for a moment there, but they took a lot of damage on that push. They lost a lot of their players to picks from Olympus, and it didn't end the best for Wicked, who are starting to lose some of their momentum. Sorry, they're losing a lot of their momentum. They went 7-0 in map 1, and here they're struggling to find this pace that they need against Olympus. And that's good from Olympus. I mean, it looked like a tough map 1 for them. Wicked was on point with map 1, but wow. Tragic, yeah. All right, and here we go On to round number 8. Mr. Cream popping out some windows. Wicked are going to have to get creative. What's this? It's a double eco from Olympus. I didn't even pay attention. They didn't buy a single Vezin. EDO taking out Sleepy Penguin. I didn't even see EDO all the way on the other side of the map over here. Heading up the south stairs. As Minnow the 23rd. Oh my goodness. Kai takes out EDO, who just walked into a crossfire from not only Minnow the 23rd, but also Kai. They've taken out the Roamer. This double eco from Olympus, or the SMG buy, half buy, it's making me nervous for Olympus. You don't want to give Wicked a chance here. So even if somebody has to buy, one player has to buy a Vezin, I still feel like one Vezin is better than no Vezins. If they give Wicked a win here, they'll have eco next round to buy, of course, but this isn't ideal for either side right now. We see Mr. Cream Kai, Minnow the 23rd, all heading into Lobby Lounge right now. Uh-oh. There goes the proximity alarm. And Conference has, interestingly enough, become the more picked site to push here in this combination. Oh, they've lost somebody on Olympus. But a second Wicked player did go down to Frostbite. He's done a very good job at finding some picks tonight. Frostbite's put in a lot of work for the team. Here comes the breach as Mr. Cream and Kai looking to get that EMP planted ASAP. Minute left on the clock as Minnow the 23rd finding a kill. Kai finds one. Frostbite taking out Minnow the 23rd, looking to swing that wall. A lot takes out Kai as Mr. Cream takes out a lot. Uh-oh. Wicked find this round, and now it's time for Vezin time with Wicked. Ooh, this is dangerous for Olympus. Oh. See, that's my thing with that's my problem with double eco plays. It is so risky, and especially I think it was the wrong call to make in this case. Pick up a Vezin. Guarantee that you're going to win this round, or at least make it highly guaranteed, because I have seen teams lose Vezins on eco rounds before. But I don't know, I still feel like it just wasn't the right call for Olympus to make here, and it's going to be very dangerous for them now, because look at the amount of util and Vezins that Wicked have. They are stacked right now compared to Olympus, who doesn't have too much. So we'll see if they are able to find another round here, but it could be a very devastating mistake if Olympus are not careful. Both teams are going to try and mitigate the amount of losses they take as much as possible right now. And here comes a move from Wicked as they all make entry into lower lounge. They're looking to clear a Olympus roamer. But EDO is over in bathrooms right now. Just kind of tucking. Probably anticipating a push through bathroom. Rest of the team stacking outside of lower north hallway. Here comes the push from Wicked. 2 minutes left on the clock as Alot and EDO over in the B2 lounge. Alot dropping the Vezin and trading for the Cadillo here. 2 minutes on the clock as here comes the breach from Wicked into B2 lounge. Mr. Cream picking up a kill on Alot. Tossing a frag way into the back. A-tier frag as Dr. Turret finds the kill on Wizard Gecko. EDO takes out Mr. Cream. Kai responds with a kill on Wizard on EDO. And Minnow the 23rd takes out Dr. Turd. It's now a 2 versus 3 as Minnow the 23rd takes out Valentine. It's now just down to Frostbite. And if Olympus loses this, I don't know if they're going to have to eco again, but even if they do get Vesins, they won't have enough for util as well. Sleepy Penguin goes down to Frostbite, who's changing up the positioning, looking for a kill onto Kai, but Kai responds with a kill onto Frostbite. And Wicked are now just one round off of tying it up here on map 2. They can't make any mistakes. But wow. Great line, a great matchup from these teams here on map 2. It's definitely, it's definitely gone a lot better for Olympus than Factory, I'd say. Factory didn't go well for them, but they came back swinging here on map 2. However, they've had a lot of momentum. They're starting to lose it, though. I think it started with that call to double eco off of the pistol round, which was not a good idea. And that's not to throw shade at Olympus or anything. I just don't think it was the right call to make. And I think it will hurt them here in the second half. It has hurt them in this second half of this game. And this is a big eco round. I mean, big eco round from Olympus. They're buying Jespers. They're buying Vipers. They're going to try and find some kills onto Wicked, but they know they're probably not going to get too many here. And Wicked, for them to have a good setup into the next round, I think they need to mitigate their losses here a lot. I think they just need, I mean, they're going to have to keep 5 players alive if they want to respond to the eco from Olympus. They can't lose a lot of their team. Good frag, but doesn't quite find anybody on Wicked. They know how to respond to those frags. S-tier frag tossed in as Frostbite takes the kill on minute the 23rd. A string of kills for Wicked. Here comes Kai planting the trying to plant the EMP onto the bomb as it's a 4 versus 2. This is a good start for Wicked. They don't want to lose any more than minute the 23rd. Dr. Turret in the broadcast hallways a lot, making their way to flank the team, but Mr. Cream will find that kill on a lot. It's now just down to Dr. Turret. And yeah, you can fire through that window as Dr. Turret will go down to Wizard Gecko, and it's a tie from Wicked. One more round, and Wicked will have match point on this one as well. Here we go into round number 11. Whew. It's going to be a big one here. I mean, we see Olympus able to buy those Vesins. A lot can't buy one, though. So I think at this point, a lot needs to play support, buy the util for the rest of the team. You cannot save your money here. You got to go for the win on map 2. You got to give yourself at least something against Wicked. You can go for it at this point. A lot purchasing the RCP. And I just think what sets teams apart from Master, and I think it was Hertage who was talking about this, fellow caster, is the understanding of the eco and what to spend when. And I think this is something that maybe Olympus might need to work on a little bit, because I think at this point, you just need to buy utility. Utility is so important in Breachers. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise, because rounds can be won, with that utility. And teams that don't buy it are not setting themselves up for success. You can rely on your gun skill, but utility are kind of win conditions. You can change the tide of rounds with frag grenades, with a good, you can stall for time with smokes and incendiaries. It's important. Here's EDO at the vending machine, will go down to Wizard Gecko. Beautiful pick right there for Wicked, and it's a 4 versus 5. I think they might have wanted to send the RCP for the flank here. But, it is what it is. We'll see if Olympus can bring it back here. Good start from Wicked, though. 2 minutes on the clock right now as Mr. Cream moving into bathroom along with Wizard Gecko and Kai. And it looks like it's going to be that B2 lounge push once again. A lot is very low on health. What happened? I didn't quite catch what happened there, but Frostbite tossing that healing syringe to a lot. Who is able to use it there? There it is. Kai, Wizard Gecko, and Sleepy. It's going to be a two-prong on the B2 Lounge. There's one, there's two. Here comes the frags tossed in from both teams. Frostbite currently playing centers. Kai takes out Frostbite. Valentine dropping 2, taking out both Mr. Cream and Minnow the 23rd. Wizard Gecko will go down to Valentine as Sleepy takes out a lot. Dr. Turd takes out Sleepy, and Olympus get match points here on map 2. Uh-oh, for Wicked. Did not go their way, and we are guaranteed to go for a third map here. See, I eat my words sometimes, yeah, I definitely ate my words there. They didn't need the util here on Olympus. They had it covered. Very nice flank, good picks from Olympus. They were able to shut down that push very well from Wicked. 6-5 in map 2. It's a good all-around game from Olympus. And this is going to be it. This is round 12. And this is going to be the deciding factor. That's what I was looking for. It's either going to be a win for Olympus or it's going to be a tie for Wicked. In which case, Wicked are definitely going to shoot for that tie. I mean, why wouldn't you? But also because if it is a tie, then they would have to either tie or win map 3 to take home the win overall. So it would reduce the amount that they would actually have to do. 2 minutes 40 left on the clock as we see a drone moving in. Droning in the rest of Wicked. Mr. Cream currently heading out to the storage hallway. No roamers again from Olympus on the other side of the map. We do see 2 minutes 20 on the clock right now. There's a door blocker, which will make things kind of annoying for Wicked. But they are able to take that out. Olympus definitely know that the push is probably going to come somewhere from podcast moving into mixing. Incendiary toss. See, this is kind of, this is the value of this util. You throw that incendiary down, you're just stalling for time. Any seconds help as EDO takes out Mr. Cream. EDO finds a second kill, this time on Kai. Shutting down the hallway momentum as EDO finds another kill on Sleepy. Will go down to Wizard Gecko, however, as Frostbite finds a kill onto Wizard Gecko with a frag grenade. Minnow the 23rd takes out Frostbite as it's now just down to Minnow the 23rd, who's got to 1v3 this in order to tie this map up for Wicked. It's all coming down to this. Minnow the 23rd has got to clutch this up to make things easy for Wicked in map 3. But otherwise, it's going to be a very fun map 3 to watch, I think. Minute 15 on the clock right now. Minnow is looking for some kills there. Through the smoke, Valentine up on the box as we see Minnow the 23rd tossing a frag grenade in. A-tier frag almost finds Dr. Turt. Minute left on the clock. And Minnow's kind of stuck here. Does have a cloaking device. But it's just going to be tough for Minnow to get a 1v3 here. Doesn't have access to breaching foam right now. 50 seconds left on the clock. What is Minnow the 23rd going to do? Minnow using the breaching foam. There we go as Valentine takes out Minnow the 23rd and Olympus win map 2. It was very, very close, but they did a very, very good job. And for all my constructive feedback I gave there for Olympus, again, I eat my words all the time. So, but I still think the Delico made that a lot closer than it should have been for Olympus. They had great momentum there, but ultimately it worked out very, very well for Olympus in the end. Wicked, they almost had it, but again, they lost that pistol round very early in the second half, and that really damaged their opportunity to pull a win out of that. And now we are going to go on to a third map here. I think potentially are we... Okay, yeah, we're seeing Wicked heading over to the defense once again. Olympus taking offense. What is map 3 going to be? No rhyme intended, but the losing team, I suppose, gets to pick the map or the side. So if you're Wicked, take it to... Maybe take it to Arctic. Kind of throw off other teams. Arctic, newest map in the bomb defusal pool. And it is something you are allowed to play here in Season 2. I think they actually went there in that Acer versus Aspect game yesterday. Yeah, I think that might throw people off. It's kind of like Ship. When Ship was new, you saw people master Ship and then bring that into competitive, bring that map knowledge, that strategy into competitive to kind of get a leg up on your opponent who might not be as experienced with the map. Excuse me, and the same thing could apply to Arctic. So we'll see what happens with Wicked here. It looks like we are waiting on one more player. Let's see here. Shout out to Lumi, McMuffinator, Luke Valenti, Paladin, how's it going? Sparks, I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're well, Sparks. All right, let's see here. Okay, Olympus is going to be using their timeout. So we are going to be back in just a couple of minutes. Don't go anywhere. We're going to take a short break, and then we will be right back.
Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
We're back at the VRML Breachers Season 2 Week 1 matchup against Wicked versus Olympus. Once again, I'm your host, Gibular Bob. We're back from our break, heading into map number 3, which is going to be Ship, that's third final map. Let's take a look at the data here. Ship only played by Olympus. They played 12 rounds on it. 42% of those rounds were won by Olympus. So still less than half. Let me give the teams. Go ahead to move things into what will be our final matchup of the night. Both teams have a map under their belt right now. Don't forget, This is going to be very, very exciting as we take things over to the final map, which is going to be Ship. Here we are. Final map of the night. And we have, let me make sure the teams are on the right side. Wicked starting off on the defense. Olympus taking the offense. We've had this pattern for all 3 maps now. So we'll see who walks away with the victory. Spectrals across the board once again. 2 frags and a flash from Olympus. They're buying a lot more utility on their first round. So is Wicked. Actually picked up a static field emitter, 2 frags, an incendiary, a smoke. Both of these teams anticipating a lot of utility usage for Ship, which, you know, makes sense. This is close quarters, tight hallways, tight spaces, so you can get a lot of value out of well-placed utility here on this map. 2 minutes 50 on the clock as here we go. Here comes the breach into Workshop from Olympus. This is Minna the 23rd over by the bomb right now, looking for some shots onto Frostbite. 2 minutes 40 on the clock right now. Here comes Wizard Gecko in Red Engine looking for Impala, finds Impala. EDO looking for the kill, but Wizard Gecko will find that as well, dropping a double kill very early into this round. It's now a 3 versus 5. Dr. Turt over in fire right now, looking to rendezvous possibly with Frostbite, who's over currently in Red Engine. Frostbite finding an S-tier frag onto Mr. Cream as Dr. Turt taking out Wizard Gecko, who found Frostbite. Wizard Gecko dropping 3 kills, actually. Here comes the flank from Sleepy Penguin as Dr. Turt looking to move into Workshop, finding the kill on a minute of the 23rd as Valentine making their way through that breach right now. Dr. Turt looking for a kill onto Kai, but very, very low, along with Valentine is very low. Sleepy picking up 1, picking up 2 to give a violent, an explosive start to Wicked. Sleepy hitting the gritty. Wow, very, very nice start to the game there for Wicked. You can see they're picking up those round 2 Vezins. They're buying into this. They want a good, fast first half. I think the power of Wicked on their defense is their ability to just kind of throw off Olympus with how quickly they play. They're very creative on the defense here. They know how to respond to some of these pushes, and we will see. Who did Wicked play for their first match? They played against Eternity, and it ended up in a tie between the 2 teams. So this is actually a challenge match between Wicked and Olympus. Olympus played Fusion earlier in this week, and they did lose to Fusion. So both teams have yet to secure a win for season 2, week 1. I keep wanting to say season 1. Here comes the breaching foam onto Helm, and here comes the drone from Olympus. Scouting out for those players. This Wicked mounting a heavy defense here onto Communications. 2 minutes 40 left on the clock as EDO will take out that trip mine, which those trip mines have been a nuisance for Olympus here on some of this defensive half. EDO looking for that breaching foam. Will take it on the wall as Wizard Gecko with a beautiful pick there onto Impala. Dr. Turt and Frostbite over by Coffee right now. 2 minutes 20 on the clock as Kai hanging around by the front of that breach. Frag tossed out by Wicked. Won't find anybody, but Mr. Cream will find Dr. Turt, who was peeking that door. The door? No, Dr. Turt died. I think Dr. Turt got shot through the wall, which is good shot placement there by Wicked as EDO Valentine over at the other end of Helm. And EDO looking for some shots. Sleepy found 1. Wizard Gecko finds 2 as it's now just down to Frostbite. Last member of Olympus standing here on round 2, leaning very far into Coffee. Just a minute and a half left here. Frostbite may just time them out. and preserve that spectral and breaching foam into the next round. Might be worth it to just save that, give the spectral to somebody so they don't have to spend money on a gun, give the breaching foam to somebody else, and then you have the ability to buy a Vezin, and then somebody can play support. But don't listen to me. As Kai finds the kill on Frostbite. And it's a good start for Wicked, who pick up their second round in a row. Olympus has to be very careful here. They don't want to get snowballed so early in the first half of this game. It's minute the 13th, not the 23rd. No? Yes. No? Yes. Silo, you make an excellent point. It's minute the 13th. It would be 2 X's if it was minute the 23rd. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Minna. I'm so sorry. It is minute the 13th. Thank you, Silo, for calling me out on that. Oh man, I can't. I've called a minute the 23rd so many times. And honestly, I mean, I might keep making the mistake. I might just keep calling minute the 13th, minute the 23rd. At this point, it kind of just rolls off the tongue. But here we go, on to round number 3. Valentine starting things off with some breaching foam once again. It looks like Olympus might try and replicate the push they did from round 1. It almost worked out. They definitely blitzed Wicked a little bit. But they have to be careful about any roamers. And they have to be careful about Wizard Gecko, who took out 3 players before going down in round 1. And if they're not careful, Wizard Gecko might pull off another crazy triple kill. But we see Dr. Turt heading over to the red engine, just checking out the window. Olympus looks like they're looking for some kills. Wizard Gecko, once again, doing a great job of playing angles here. Just holding angles, not getting way too aggressive. Just playing this smart. Frostbite taking out Minnow the 13th. It's Dr. Turt, Valentine, Frostbite, all still hanging outside of that breach into Workshop. Here comes a breach upstairs by Sleepy Penguin. Minute 50 as Impala will take out Wizard Gecko. Kai finding the kill onto Dr. Turt. As Impala rotating back. It's now a 4 versus 3. Wicked down as it's now a 4 versus 2. Frostbite looking to take out that static field emitter. It's now just down to Mr. Cream and Kai. Kai going down to Impala. It's now just down to Mr. Cream, who does find the kill onto Impala. It's now a 1 versus 3, but Frostbite there to intercept Mr. Cream and give Olympus their first point of the night. Of the map. They won map 2. All right, here we go. I just got the new Quest 3. So next week I'm not going to do well. Is that how that works? I made the transition from Quest 2 to Quest 3. I didn't find any issues. My performance kind of carried over to the Quest 3. I wouldn't be too worried, Paladin. Here comes a breach on right outside of storage as we see Mr. Cream down by the green stairs. Drone moving in, just looking for any kind of wicked roamer. This EDO dropping down onto the blue stairs. Looking for that roamer. Frostbite just TK'd himself with RFF as EDO just not watching the right angle. Mr. Cream will find that kill. 2.5 minutes left on the clock. Impala looking to secure a potential refrag, but Mr. Cream is far, far away right now. Dr. Turp, meanwhile, finding the kill on Sleepy down at the other end of long hallway as Wizard Gecko looks to take the space, take the place of where Sleepy Penguin was. 2 minutes on the clock right now as Dr. Turt looking for some shots there on a minute of the 23rd. Valentine picking up Kai as we see 2 minutes left on the clock. Minute of the 23rd is just kind of caught here. Dr. Turt dropping 2 as it's now just down to Wizard Gecko in a 1 versus 3 scenario. A minute 50 left on the clock as Wizard Gecko will... Oh, no, it won't happen. Wizard Gecko goes down to Dr. Turt as Olympus tie it up here on map number 3. You said 13 back on map 1. I'm sorry, Slash. Apologies. But here we go into round number 5. We're already 1 round before the second half. This third map has just been going by so fast. Here we see Olympus with plenty of utility. Wicked are having problems securing that momentum. They had a great start. 2 very, very nice rounds, but it's been tough for them to get that momentum. They're losing these picks. They're losing gunfights. Frostbite and Dr. Turt have been putting in a lot of work here. For the kills, as far as kills are concerned, for Olympus. How's your day been? It's been good, Slash. I played a lot of Helldivers too. I've been kind of grinding that game faithfully for the entire week. As we see 2 minutes 50 on the clock right now. Wizard Gecko moving over to Lounge right now, looking for that drone. The drone is jiggle peeking Wizard Gecko right now, which is very interesting. Now moving under the table. Wizard Gecko finally finding the kill on that drone. 2.5 minutes left on the clock as here comes the breach into the cafeteria. And the frag tossed by Dr. Turt won't quite find anybody. 2 minutes 20 on the clock right now. Is it? Okay, what? Oh, no, that was tossed to Wizard Gecko. I see. He's just anticipating a push, and here it comes. Wizard Gecko unable to escape as Sleepy Penguin looking to recover the frag, but swings out, finds Dr. Turt, will be refragged by Impala. Bit of a fumble there by Wicked. As we see a minute 50 on the clock. It's a 4 versus 3. Mr. Cream looking to move up to the door, tossing a frag out there. It is an F-tier frag, though, unfortunately, as Impala will pick up a bit of damage from that. But Frostbite dropping on Mr. Cream. Kai takes out Valentine. It's now a 2 versus 2. Frostbite retaliates with a kill onto Kai, and it's now a minute and a half. As we see Impala finding Minnow the 23rd, sorry, Minnow the 13th, and Olympus take their 3rd round of this map, and it's not coming down to this round. Can Olympus bring it 4-2 into the second half? That would be very nice for them, moving over to defense. Transition to Q3 is pretty smooth, don't worry at all. Yes, that's what I'm saying, Carson. It's a bit different since I don't lag as much or have any frame drops as much, so it'll be a tad hard. So you're so used to compensating for lag and frame drops that a smooth, well-running game throws you off. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, I think you'll be fine, Paladin. It'll be maybe a couple of games, and then you'll be into the swing of things, and then you'll never want to go back to Quest 2. Quest 3 is a good headset. I just got a Quest 3, and it is a very, very nice headset. I use it a lot. I use it all the time. I still have my Quest 2 in the corner there, but Quest 3 is nice because it doesn't have terrible stick drift, which I'm sure a lot of Quest players in the chat can relate to. Here comes a drone through the back hallway Just, again, trying to... Oh, no! F-tier frag from Sleepy. Won't quite find anybody from Olympus. It's 2 minutes 40 on the clock. Here comes a flashbang. It's Dr. Turt rotating over into storage. They don't want to forget about Sleepy, though, who's in there with the Canutt and finds the kill onto Frostbite. Sleepy, the legendary Canutt player, once again putting that shotgun to good use and is able to recover a Vezin with that Impala, taking out Mr. Cream, as Valentine and EDO at the other end of storage looking to get the breaching foam down, but EDO trying to one-hand and foam at the same time. Sleepy will go down to Sleepy takes out EDO, will go down to Valentine as Kai takes out Valentine, and Wizard Gecko takes out Impala to tie it up heading into the second half. Deep breath. A lot of really complex plays here by both of these teams, but it's been a very, very fast game. We're already in second half. I've been looking at it. Hotline was playing with it, and I was... What's that? It looked really cool. Is it the Quest 3? I might have missed something. Spectrals across the board once again. This is very... these pistol rounds are very, very even between these two teams. I mean, they're purchasing about the same kind of utility. They're playing very similarly to each other here on these pistol runs. You know, sometimes it pays to have a player who's very good with the Taurus on your team, because it gives you a bit of a leg up here with that extra one-shot potential. It's not required, but it is nice. Kai moving down with the rest of Wicked as Mr. Cream and Minnow making their way over right now. What is Minnow doing? Interesting. Okay. Rest of the Wicked team just hanging around at the top of the ship right here. Wonder what they're waiting for. Mr. Cream has made entry into back hallway. 2 minutes 10 left on the clock. Dr. Turt is in navigation right now. Now 2 minutes. Really could go either team's way at this point. It's all going to depend on how quickly Dr. Turt can assist the rest of Olympus with that flank. If you're too slow, it won't work. Mr. Cream finding the kill onto Frostbite as a flash toss way into the back of Kitchen. Kai making entry right now as Mr. Cream will take out Impala. Valentine going down, taking out Kai as Sleepy takes out EDO. Valentine will go down to minute the 23rd as Dr. Turt takes out Mr. Cream, and Wizard Gecko responding with a kill on Dr. Turt. And these rounds are so action-packed, but look at this. Wicked taking the lead once again. They are now just 3 rounds off of winning this match. Remember, Map 1 did go 7-0 in favor of Wicked. Map 2 went 5-7 in favor of Olympus. It's all coming down to this the final map. I gave my Quest 2 to my dad, so I don't have that anymore. My Quest 2 has got some sentimental value. It was the first headset I ever owned. I actually got it for a high school class. A little bit of lore there. Gibbular Bob lore. And here we see Wicked stacking up outside of Workshop. Excuse me, Pump. Wrong side. I knew I would make that mistake one day. Are they going to full send it? Are they going to full send it? They've got the frags prepped. They've got the flashes prepped. They're going to full send it, I think. Sleepy's got the frag grenade prepped. And here they go. Frags tossed to the left, to the right. Dr. Turt taking out Ty, dropping 2 as EDO looks to respond and finding a kill on Sleepy. Frostbite takes out Wizard Gecko. Frostbite dropping Mr. Cream. Wicked have lost this round. It's a 4 versus 5. Oh my goodness, that didn't work out for them at all. They tried to blitz Olympus, but Olympus was ready for that. They responded to that perfectly. Dr. Turd dropping 2. They didn't have the, wow. They did not have the momentum they needed to push in there. Dr. Turd did a great job shutting down the plays, and then they just kind of swarmed Wicked from all sides and didn't give him an opportunity to make any kind of plays. Very, very nice round. Let me give you the scoreboard. I'll tell you, casting is thirsty work. Apologies for those long pauses. I'm just having a little bit of a drink of water. Whoops, that's the wrong page. Don't want to miss the action here at all, especially because we are on round 9 of 12 here on Ship, and it really could go either team's way at this point. I hope it doesn't end in a tie. That would be a bit of a letdown for such an intense evening of this match, but we'll see what happens. Mr. Cream and Wizard Gecko picking up a ton of damage through that communications wall, but Wicked did buy some healing surges, so Wizard Gecko can recover after that damage. Good shot placement by Olympus, though. The rest of Wicked looking to move in there. Wizard Gecko finding a kill onto Frostbite, keeping the momentum up. There is a door blocker over at the front of communications. Sleepy Penguin looking to get breaching foam down on the wall, but these shots from Olympus are just doing a number on this Wicked push. 3 of their players are pretty chewed up in the health department, as we see Minnow popping open that breaching foam, and it's going to be a 2-prong through communication, but Dr. Turk was ready for that, finding the kill onto Mr. Cream, as we see Impala taking out Kai. Sleepy Penguin finds Dr. Turk as Valentine taking out Minnow the 23rd. Here comes Sleepy Penguin pushing in. Will go down to Valentine, who's now dropping down 2, and it's just down to Wizard Gecko, who's in the smoke right now. We'll have to play this very, very well. Looking for Impala, finding the kill on Impala, as it's now down to a 2 versus 1. Looking into connector. Valentine, not quite peeking it just yet. EDO on the flank. This is a minute. Oh no, Wizard Gecko. Wizard Gecko. EDO's behind you. EDO's behind you, and EDO finds the kill on the Wizard Gecko to give Olympus the lead once again. Yeah, I said it before, map 1 was rough for Olympus, but I'm really enjoying how well they have responded to Wicked in these past 2 maps. Look at this, they take the lead once again. They are not out of this by any means necessary. Wicked is a very tough team. I think if you can beat Wicked here, you have a very, very good chance of making it high in the rest of the season, high up in the leaderboards. What was the plan? Yeah, that push from Wicked was. I'm not sure what the plan was. I think they were just trying to see if they could throw off Olympus with momentum, but it hasn't worked. It didn't work, and okay, there you go, Dr. Chirp. It didn't work. Olympus is not a team that will cave to that kind of pressure at this point. I mean, they're very locked in over here on Olympus. Now we see Wicked. They are only 1 round off of tying it up again. But if Olympus wins this, they're going to guarantee themselves a draw. And it's an eco round from Wicked. I didn't even notice that. I was too busy looking over at the chat. But yeah, it's an eco round from Wicked. They only have 1 Vezin, which is in the hands of Wizard Gecko. It's a bit of a hero buy from Wizard. And a half buy from the rest of the team. Sleepy dropping down. 2.5 minutes left on the clock. And I wonder if Wicked kind of got a false sense of security after map 1. And map 2 was kind of that wake-up call here towards the end of it, that Olympus can definitely bring it home here. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left on the clock. As Wicked are on the move. They've been slowing down their pushes a lot more, trying to be a lot more thorough to kind of respond to the way that Olympus plays. They've made their way into Infirmary here. 1:50 left on the clock right now. As Wizard Gecko looking to lead the charge into Bathroom. Here comes Minnow. Here comes Sleepy. Are they going to push in? They may catch Olympus off guard. I think they're anticipating a different kind of push. Mr. Cream takes out the door blocker over into Lounge as we see 1.5 on the clock. Sleepy, Minnow, Mr. Cream, Kai looking to possibly push through Kitchen as Wizard Gecko may go through Cafeteria here, and it will be kind of a split push. Send the SMGs to kind of soak up the brunt of the Olympus defense, and then try and get Wizard Gecko in there to find the picks that they need. Mr. Cream and Wizard both hanging around by Bathroom right now. Less than a minute on the clock. I don't like to see this because I think it puts them in a very difficult position. They have to get this EMP planted to turn time back in their favor, and they have to do it quickly. Here comes the breach as Impala looking to swing out. Wizard Gecko goes down to Frostbite as Impala finds Mr. Cream. Impala dropping 2, dropping 3, as it's now just down to Minnow. I keep wanting to say Minnow the 23rd, and I went to the wrong person, but Dr. Turt finding the kill onto Minnow as, look at this, Olympus take match points on map 3 against Wicked. Do I hear my go? If you're talking about me, Robin, yeah, how's it going? Good to see you. Robin Eggs, fellow caster here at the Breachers VRML. I just realized I don't think we've ever co-casted together, Robin. We're gonna have to do that at some point. We got a whole season here of matches, plenty of time to co-cast. Oh man, this has not gone well for Wicked at all. Look at the. I think Wicked is nervous. I would be nervous if I was Wicked. I mean, this would be an upset. This would be a very, very big upset. Olympus has this game to lose right now. I mean, they have 2 rounds they have 2 rounds that they can lose for it to be a tie. And all they have to do is win 1 for it to be a win over Wicked. And what would be a very, very good comeback from that very difficult first map for Olympus. Wicked are locking in. They desperately want to win this match. And I don't blame them. This is an important one to win. It sets a good tone for the rest of the season. There goes the door blocker as Minnow making their way through into Coffee along with Mr. Cream. We see Cadillos from one of these Wicked players. 2:15 left on the clock right now as Frostbite firing some shots into the back of Coffee. No fear, even though they're on 73 health right now. 2 minutes on the clock as it looks like Wicked may try and blitz again. We'll see. 2 minutes on the clock. Wizard Gecko just hanging around in Helm, along with Sleepy Penguin. Now 1:50 left on the clock. They waited too long last time to get that push in as Wizard Gecko finds the kill onto Frostbite. Frag toss out! It's an S-tier frag as Dr. Turd takes out Wizard Gecko. Almost takes out Minnow as well. Sleepy Penguin looking for some shots in the back. We see Impala taking out Sleepy Penguin. Dr. Turt may find Mr. Cream here as it's now a 3 versus 4. There's now just 1:20 left on the clock right now. Valentine in the rotation. Dr. Turt moving over to the corner, looking for some shots onto Mr. Cream, who is running the Cadillo, but Mr. Cream finds the kill onto Dr. Turt, and it's now a 3 versus 3. It's down to Valentine, EDO, and Impala against Mr. Cream, Kai, and Minnow the 13th, and Valentine finds Kai. Valentine finds Minnow. It's now just down to Mr. Cream, the last hope for Wicked in this final map of this matchup against Wicked versus Olympus. There's 50 seconds left on the clock, and a door blocker blocking Mr. Cream right now, who doesn't have any kind of frag grenade to take it out. There's now just 40 seconds left. It's got to be a 1 versus 3, and it's 3 Vezins against a Cadillo. Half a minute on the clock as Mr. Cream kind of deciding what they want to do here, and Olympus are shocking the world right now, as this was projected to go in Wicked's favor by a large margin. But here we have a 1 versus 3 as Impala takes out Mr. Cream, and Olympus are your winners. I think it's just setting in for Wicked and Olympus right now. It's setting in for Olympus as, wow, I can't believe they beat Wicked. Well, I mean, anything can happen, but it was shocking. I can't believe, I can't believe the turnaround in their performance after map 1. 7-0, it looked like we would be done with this matchup fast, but wow, I'm just here in shock. I mean, both teams played incredibly well. We saw nothing but beautiful clips from all of these from both of these teams here this evening, but ultimately it went in Olympus's favor. They played a great game of ship. And this one's going to sting for Wicked. That is 100% for sure. I mean, it was again, good gameplay from both teams, but I'm very proud of the way Olympus turned that around. They did a great job. Again, after map 1, which was very tough for them, but they brought it back on Skyscraper. It was up and down both ways. I think both teams made very good calls. Both teams made some not so great calls. And it really, it showed here. Wicked came very close, map 2 and map 3, but it didn't work. It didn't happen. And I think at the end of ship there, Wicked just kind of got stuck in an eco pattern, and they couldn't find the rifles that they needed. And wow, that was just, wow. I'm still in disbelief. That's your upset alert here. If I have the screenshot that I took earlier, that this was a match 46-6 with Wicked projected to win that. And that was just, wow, unbelievable from both of these teams. And that is going to do it for us over here at the Breachers VRML. I hope you all enjoyed that match as much as I did. I had a lot of fun. Shout out to everybody in the chat here. Robin Eggs / Sir Blur, Hertage, how's it going? Fly, Stanky, Felix. Good to see everybody here. And yeah. Ooh, I'm going to go process that, because that was, again, a really big upset in Wicked. Again, it's going to sting for them, but part of the process of being a master team is getting back up, learning, practicing, and making sure you don't have something like this happen again. But for now, that's going to do it for us over here at the Breachers VRML. I'm Gibular Bob. This has been Breachers. And of course, do keep in mind VRMLCon 2024, which is coming up in July, the 20th through the 21st of July in Colorado. And yeah, I think that's all the announcements that I have right now. But I'll see you next time. Have a great night, everybody.
Heroes VRML is brought to you by Helga, the esports manager, Triangle Factory. Thanks for watching